Right peeps, I'm back. Back with a Saturday review after a long night, a very stressful night, one which made me think, why do I bother watching the games? Because it was a horror show, absolute horror show. You know, 3 o'clock kickoffs, all I had was Pau Torres. So I settled down to watch the goal rush game. Within 10 minutes, Bueno had scored. Isaac had scored. Then Haaland scored. And I was like, ah! It was like shock, absolutely. I was imagining everybody had all these players, you know, you got kind of thinking everyone's got all 3 of them and you haven't. And it was terrible, absolutely terrible. And luckily it didn't get much worse, you know, because they all scored early and then didn't do much afterwards. And in the end, Pau Torres kept a clean sheet. But I was still looking at a massive red arrow at that stage, you know, massive. But then United came out, looked really good in the first half, and Fernandes was absolutely fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Could have had goals, assists and everything, but got nothing from the half, and I was just giving up on him, to be honest, when he scored his goal. And if he keeps those bonus points, he's got 9 points. So I've got 15 from 2, and if you looked at that in isolation, you'd think, great, you know, you've done really well. But then when you realise that every other prick scored as well, it kind of puts a damper on it a bit. As for Chris Wood, I'm sick to death of him, honestly. Every time I turn the news on in this country, Chris Wood's on it. You know, Chris Wood's saved Forest every week he's on there. It's doing my head in. Such a soft goal too. I'm sick of that blooming United keeper. People have got United defenders must be wondering what the hell they're doing, because absolutely shocking, absolutely shocking. They've gone backwards. Where's Van Nistelrooy when you need him? You know, they've missed their chance now. He's gone to Leicester. They should have kept Van Nistelrooy, and they'd have won every single game. You know, he'd be on an unbeaten run. United would be approaching the top 4, and everything would be looking lovely, wouldn't it? Instead, they get this other character in. Puts all the round pegs in the square holes. Or is it the square holes in the round? I don't know, peeps, but he's doing it anyway. And they're getting smashed. What's that dog doing in my garden? Oi! Jesus Christ, he's fucking cocking his leg up now. Cheeky little fucker. It's lucky my cat's not still alive, peeps, because he'd be gone. You know, my cat would be out there. And that dog would be gone. Anyway. So, what's happening now? So, Fernandes did well. I tell you what, I've had him 6 weeks. 6 games he's played for me. He's blanked twice. But in the other 4 in the 6 games total, he scored 49 points in 6 games. So that's like well over 8 points. Well over 8 points, isn't it, a game? Is it? 8 sixes, 48. So it's just over. So he's averaging 8 points a game since I bought him, which is pretty good, isn't it? Pretty good. But the only problem is he's my like money holder. Do you know what I mean? If I need to transfer funds somewhere, he's the one that's going to have to do it, because I can't touch Palmer, Saka and Salah. And but I did make a transfer. This is the other thing. Once I found out Liverpool was off, I was not prepared to play Johnson, Tottenham, because I was pretty sure he's going to be benched tomorrow. So I got rid of him. And I was tired. I didn't have much time to think. And I just thought, do I want Rodgers? I thought, no, he might get rested. Do I want Mitoma? I thought, nah. Do I want Gordon? I thought, yeah, I do. And then looked, and I didn't have enough money to do it, luckily, because he blanked, or he benched. So in the end, I thought I'd just get Semenyo in. I didn't put much thought into it as much as I should, but I wanted to bring in somebody. That's why I didn't get Mitoma, because I wanted to bring in somebody who would leave me enough money to do Solanke to Isaac, because that's going to be my next transfer. Unless Solanke gets a hat-trick, looks absolutely fantastic. If he doesn't, I'll just get rid of him. I know we've got Southampton next, but Newcastle are home to Leicester. So I want Isaac. I could have done them both for free last night. So I could have had 8 points for Isaac, but I wasn't to know that at the time. Like people say, why didn't you make that transfer? You could have had 8 points. And you think, well, you don't fucking know you're going to get 8 points, do you? Got no idea. I mean, he probably should have had 20, shouldn't he, today? I saw that on the goal rush. That's another thing of that bloody goal rush. I mean, it comes up with Isaac and you think, oh no, not another goal. You know, and he's like walking across the front of the goal. No one to stop him scoring one. And he somehow managed to miss it. But it's such a horrible experience watching that. And then Rodgers as well. I was convinced he was going to score. But he didn't. But all told, it was a very anxious 2 hours. You know, I kept starting these chess games, 2-minute chess games, to kind of take my mind off what was happening on the football. Crazy. Anyway, peeps, we're not going to talk about transfers today. We're going to have a quick look at what the content creators have done and what transfer they made and how many points they're on. I've got no idea. They've probably all got blooming Mbuemo and Isaac and all these players that have scored all the points. So we'll go and have a look. And it's going to drive me nuts, isn't it? I can see it. So here we are. I've got it on the page. So let's order it by game week score. See, this is what I said. They've all got loads of bloody points. And look who it is. Second week running. Old mate late riser, 33. But peeps, he's played 5 and I've only played 2. So he's 15 points ahead of me. But he's played 3 players more, so probably advantage to him. Oh no, maybe it isn't. Maybe it isn't, because he's played his captain. He's played Haaland. So Haaland was his captain. He won't be too unhappy with that. 8 points for your captain's never bad, is it? And of course he's got Mbuemo, but he's had 2 blanks. So he's leading, Captain Haaland. Second is Andy, Let's Talk FPL, 28, also played 4. Fernandez and Mbuemo, so he's another Fernandez. He's had Fernandez since the season started, hasn't he? He had him for all his blanks. I only had him for his points, peeps. That's the difference. I thought I'd kept him too long because he blanked, didn't he, last week? And I thought, I should have got rid of him, gone out on a high with him. But, 9 points today's all right. You better keep those bonus points. This is going to be trouble. Shall I check, or is it going to annoy me? He's got Mbuemo and him. It's Lewis, Rod. What a shame Lewis scored a goal. Because if he hadn't, it would have been so funny if he'd got sent off without his goal and finished on minus score. That would have made my day, Pete's made my day. Right. Joe, another one with Lewis, Mbuemo. Got that prick Wood. Wood's so annoying, isn't he? Does he annoy you lot? If you haven't got him, you must all find him very annoying. It's not just me, is it? Can't be. 'Cause he's an annoying prick. Right, let's have a look. Mark Sevens, only really got 22, played 4. Mbuemo and Isaac. Looks like he's, I think he had Solanke, so he's obviously changed. Everyone's captain in Palmer. That's left. Harry, 17. Lewis, Mbuemo. See, if Lewis had got his 0 or -1, it would have been so much better. Everyone's got him. Fabio hasn't got him. Probably wishes he did have him. He's got Hall and Delict. However you pronounce that. Delicht. So he's played 3. Where's my drink gone? I've lost my drink again. Got my blackcurrant and apple again. Now somebody said the other day that you're supposed to put water in with it. Now, why didn't you tell me this, peeps? You're supposed to add water to cordial. It's something I never would have known. Right, at least I'm not choking on it today. Let's have a look. We won't look at my team. Well, we will. Fernandez and Pau Torres. At least I haven't got Mbuemo and Lewis. So I'm sick of the sight of them as well. Wag, Rashford, Rashford and Onana. Now that is a bad start to the game week, isn't it? When you've only had only two have played and they've both got 1 point. Rashford and Onana. Got Jackson now. The lap. Jackson's a big hope for her, isn't it? That's a Parma captain. As is Bottom again. He's only played one now, and that's Rodgers. At least he's got Semenyo like me, so we're cheering on the same player tomorrow. So let's see who transfers. Nobody played any. Look, Andy never made any. Joe. Late Riser didn't make any. Mark did 2. You got Isaac in for Solanke. Kirker's in for Greece. He'll be pretty happy. He's got 8 points. So he's probably paid for his. Well, you know. I mean, Solanke could get points, couldn't he? But at least he's brought in some points. No one else really made any. I did Johnson to Semenyo. Like I said, I didn't put much thought into it. But I just wanted somebody that would leave enough money to upgrade Solanke. Wag did Pickford to Onana. Obviously didn't have a keeper this week, so took Pickford out. And as did Dibbling to Semenyo. Now I'm sure last week he brought Dibbling in. Oh no! Oh, stupid drink. It's all fucking as is for every week. Bloody as. Oh, it's the last time I drink that stuff, peeps. I should stick to whiskey. Because I'll tell you what, I never spill a drop of that. It all goes down the right way. And it has a much better after effect than being soaked with cold blooming blackcurrant squash. Right. I was talking about his team too. He's a living jinx, that boy, isn't he? I mean, the moment he takes Haaland out of his team and gets Salah, what happens? Salah doesn't even blooming play. I don't know, peeps. I really don't know. Right, let's just order it in... what am I doing? I've lost a thread now. Total. We won't bother with a total, but Harry's top. I'll tell you what with Harry, I forgot to mention the other day. Look at his team value. 104.6. Well, I thought I was king of the team value around here. Mine's 104 now. It's gone up a bit since the other day, isn't it? 104. It's going to go down tonight, that prick, what's his face? Tottenham striker. And but he's 104.6. So I don't know how he's managed that. Does he do early transfers? Or is it because he's just picked all the right players from the get-go? He's probably paid a lot less for Salah than I have. That'd probably be what it is. That's the thing. If you've got a good rank and you pick the right players, you don't have to worry about team value sometimes. It kind of takes care of itself. But he's got like 4 million more, just about, than Fabio. He's got to start playing a factor, hasn't it? It has to become a factor at some stage. Anyway, peeps, that's enough. You know, my nether regions are covered in blackcurrant cordial. I'm going to be all sticky all day, and it's an absolute disaster. It's all over the couch. I'm going to be in trouble when the missus gets home. Last thing she said to me when she left, get that hoovering done. You know, so I've got to do that. It's a disaster, peeps. Right, I've got to go for a run too. It's very cloudy today, and then I've got to watch England finish off the Kiwis in the cricket. You know, maybe they should put Chris Wood in their team, and we can have Harry Brooks in our football team. You know, because he'd probably do better than that prick Rodgers did today, wouldn't he? Anyway, I'm off now because I really have had enough. And I'll talk to you all later anyway. I'll be back in a day or two. And the good thing is that now we've got a whole 7 days before the next match starts. It's fantastic, isn't it? That's why I've been saving up my transfers so I can have a nice proper look at what to do, you know, because we can have a bit more confidence, I think, for next weekend. But the players, actually, we'll have a quick look at the fixtures, shall we? You know, we will have a quick look at them when I work out what I'm doing. Right, okay, here, I'll have to put it on plan because, where are they? Right down here. Because some teams have got a whole week off. This is why another reason I got Semenyo rather than Rodgers is because you don't have to worry about Europe, and it makes a difference. You know, they've got a whole week off Bournemouth now until next Monday night when they're home to West Ham. So let's look at a quick look at the fixtures, see what we're doing. Arsenal at home to Everton. Everton will be well rested, won't they? Arsenal not so. So they've got Champions League. Good fixture for them though. Liverpool home to Fulham. Again, that enforced rest last night would have helped them, wouldn't it? You know, they've got Champions League this week, but they should be relatively fresh for Fulham. Newcastle home to Leicester. No, not in Europe. So this is why I'm keen to get Solanke in, even though Isaac in. Even though Solanke has got Southampton next week, they've got a blooming Thursday night game in Europe, and those games seem to be taking their toll on Tottenham a little bit. So, you know, they've got another game tomorrow as well to get through yet. So I probably am going to do Solanke to Isaac for next week. Leicester look pretty leaky at the back. And Wolves at home to Ipswich. Could finally get some points from our Wolves players. Brighton at home to Palace. Now this City United, I'm probably going to keep Fernandes now, simply because he keeps getting me points. And the other thing is, he's a good cash cow. So while I've got him, he gives me an option. Whereas once I've spent his money and spread it about a bit, then it becomes more difficult to make a move. And like I said, this week I'm going to be concentrating on getting Isaac in. So I don't think I need to worry about getting Fernandes out, because there's no real midfielders next week that I really want. You know, I've got the big three, Palmer, Saka and Salah. So I don't really need another one, you know. I mean, I could get somebody like Gordon for the Newcastle game, but he didn't even start this week, did he? So I probably will keep Fernandes. He did look the best player. He might play deep, but they are only playing Man City, who will also be without Lewis. So, you know, I mean, Man City will probably beat them. But then again, attacking-wise, you know, City are rubbish at defending, aren't they? So, Chelsea home to Brentford. Very good fixture for them. Very good fixture for Jackson, of course, if he's not booked. So we still don't know. He could be booked tomorrow, couldn't he? And so it's good. We've got 7 days to think about it. A lot could change tomorrow, of course, with injuries or whatever. But it's quite a relief to get through these congested fixtures, hopefully with a green arrow this week. But I tell you what, at 3:15, I was not looking very happy at all, I can tell you, with Isaac and Mbeumo and all them going in. So thank goodness Fernandes has pretty much saved my game week. And Pau Torres, you know, who'd have thought, peeps, that Pau Torres would help save a game week? Because we know how absolutely useless he is. So you'll be gone soon. Right, anyway, I'm gone now. So, like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in a couple of days, once I've cleaned all this mess off from this drink. Anyway, it's better not gone on my phone. Oh no, it's gone on my klaxon. Right, I'll see you all later anyway. Cheers for now then, peeps.